Loving those who love you is an easy thing to do, but loving your enemies is one of the most difficult things that Jesus asks of his followers. Looking at history or even our own everyday experiences will show us that loving our enemies isn't typical behavior. It's far more common for us to hate or to seek revenge on someone who hurts us. But this reminds us that Jesus wasn't like everyone else and expects the same of those who will follow him. It may help to understand Jesus' words by realizing that he wasn't talking about love in the same sense as loving a spouse or a child, a family member, or even a friend. But Jesus was talking about unconditional, undeserved love. And this is the kind of love that God has and that Jesus showed to others. It is only this type of love that will allow us to do good or pray for those who hate or mistreat us. We don't necessarily even have to like the person. We only need to love them as God loves them. Jesus also gave specific examples of how to carry this out. If someone slaps you on the cheek, the natural reaction is to fight back. But Jesus said to turn the other cheek. Do not retaliate or try to get even. That's what Jesus was saying here. We often see examples today of those who did the opposite, and the consequences are often very serious. So often we see various conflicts that lead to great violence, that lead to injuries or even death on the parties that are involved. To someone with a closet full of clothing, Jesus' example of someone taking your coat away from you may seem a bit strange. But at the same time, we think about those who were living during the times of Christ. At that time, people often had only one coat, and it was common to take a person's coat as payment for a debt. If this happens, Jesus said to give him your shirt also. Actually, giving away all of your clothing doesn't seem very practical, but Jesus frequently used hyperboles or exaggerated examples like this to emphasize the point that he was making. What Jesus was really saying is that we should be willing to freely share what we have with others. In verse 31, we see the familiar words, do to others as you would like them to do to you. This is what we commonly refer to as the golden rule. Actually, this saying, or at least one like it, has been found in numerous different writings. In each of these other cases, the saying, though, is in a negative form. These negative statements imply not doing things for others that you do not like done to yourself. Only Jesus gave this saying in a positive form. Jesus' statement means that we must do something rather than nothing. We must treat others the way that we would like to be treated. Simply put, Jesus calls us to action, doing things for others that we would like to have done to us. Yes, friends, loving others is sometimes hard to do. There are some people who are just not very lovable. Others may hurt us or mistreat us. But if we are seeking to follow Jesus, then we must love even those people. Now, we may not get anything in return. In fact, they may still treat us very badly. But God ultimately will reward us for showing love even to the unlovable. Friends, we want to thank you for joining us for our program today. We would like to extend an invitation to you to join us in Bible study tonight at Pyburn Street Church of Christ at 6 o'clock. And we hope that God blesses you today with a wonderful day.